try to do this a little more efficiently. So you can see in 2015, CAA again. And I sent to the agency, you've got Male 2 and Supergirl 2. I finished the Supergirl trilogy actually in 2016. That's the year he started dating the Jessie Lee. That's when she blocked my Superwoman Facebook page, and then went and stood in a picture with him with a happy face on her hand. She's been blocking all of my accounts since and never telling him about the problems I was having. So I went to see him in person because when I asked her to help me reach him so he could help me reach my money with Johnny Depp and Brad Pitt, which I've already explained, she didn't. She just blocked that too. After, I guess, getting like 6 messages. Not very many things. Anyways, when I got to him, I figured he would have figured out that's a Superwoman, not Superman. And that he would know, oh, I need to chase after her to get an autograph on the picture because this is the first appearance of Superwoman with anybody in a public event like this. And this year I'm going to be doing my own event because I have all the work. And if anybody wants work from over there, they have to come over here because we know it all started from over here anyway. So this is essentially what the future Superwoman kind of idea I have in my head is going to be like. My boots will be a different color, but that's what's coming up for costume. My arms are pretty big and intimidating, so I might cover those up a little bit more. But that's kind of the concept we got going on here. So, there. All set for high adventure, excitement, and romance as Superwoman. And this is the new Lex Luthor symbol, which floats around up in the sky, and it irritates Batman. And then Batman and him are irritated because there's a blue diamond floating around in the sky, and they don't know who that is or why. And this is the super symbol of the twins, the fraternal twins. Now, in this series with the Smallville reunion movie with Tom, I do not play his fraternal twin sister. I am too invested in all of this work to be able to play the twin. I can't do that. Okay, so I will play a different character, lead character, and this is where the symbols get found in their pods from the separation in the story that I do introduce, which I will give away here, in the Smallville reunion material. So you gotta stay tuned for more of what happens to the unveiling of Superwoman, the character herself, in relation to Tom Welling's Clark Kent, Kal-El from Krypton, and everything else that comes together from that. So in that moment that neither of us were working, I had rehearsed what I was trying to say to him. I walked in thinking I had it all planned, and then the second I saw him, I thought, oh, he's big. And my brain went completely dead. And I think his was something similar. I just could not get out what I went in there to say in 60 seconds. But I did manage to leave this in black and white. Like literally that distance from where he was standing on a table just like that in that corner. And I'm standing here on this side of him, a little tinier than him. So then I walked away after saying whatever it is I said. And he was aware that I was saying that I was this Jennifer from all these years online and all this stuff that he was receiving. And he says, gotcha. So I thought I'd hear from him again because I thought maybe he might get this or somebody on staff in the room would have the capacity to understand that relevance. Apparently not. So we never connected again and I have been busy since. So I'm just happy to say that this year I'll be doing my own thing. And book 1 is coming forward. I will be doing that no matter what. And then finishing the revisions for part 2. So that's the more exciting stuff, even though the first stuff is really, really good. And that this movie will have to do with going to Kent, England, around Jonathan Kent. But that's still the picture that he should still be trying to get a hold of to get me to sign it. Because this is the original copy. I have like postered copies in here. So this is more valuable than all the pictures he's been giving at all those Comic-Cons and all that time that he's been spending my money because I am the future. So it should be interesting to see what happens this year because I refuse to go to Vancouver for the Valentine's Comic-Con. I'm busy still getting in shape for the spring reveal. So that's my thing. I was actually looking for my letter for my Morpheus stuff. I've got one of the letters I wrote by hand. It's the Neil's letter. Morpheus's letter. I don't know. I'm missing one of them somewhere and I'm just digging through all my stuff looking for that. So come back for more. I'm going to share about Spider-Man potential for 4 and 5 storyboards that I've had for a while. and some other good stuff. So that's it. I still have the original picture. I do have new symbols. And yes, I've tried many times with CAA, and now I do not care about American and their unsolicited material rule because I'm too old and have too much going for me for that to be a problem. Everything's going to work out. So if you want to work for Future Productions, contact futureproductionsonline.com, and I'll see you there. Bye. Bye, guys. Futureproductionsonline.com. Send me headshots, resumes. Bye.